Hello, Internet friends. I'm Ryan, and this is Demos in the Dark. And you may remember a few months ago, Catalinbread put out this box set. This was the Dreamcoat and Skewer box set, the Richie Blackmore box set. Well, very recently, I got another box set in my mailbox. So let's check it out. Inside of this box, right here, we have some artwork, Catalinbread sticker, very cool, the Catalinbread All Access lanyard, and then we have the Belle Epoch Tape Echo as well as the Epoch Boost. This is going to be easy for me because these are pedals that exist on my board all of the time. So I'm going to run these down on a mix. I will run them on multiple guitar tracks as well as bass and some synth. And then we will come back here and run through these two all by their lonesome. I will make the case for why these two pedals together are like peanut butter and jelly. And then we will mix them with some other pedals. Let's take a deeper dive into this Belle Epoch box set. But first, I am running a Fidelity Guitars Stella Rosa Light 2 into a Benson Amps Monarch reverb. Sounds like this. All right. One of these two pedals. If you don't know what these two pedals do, you've been living under a rock, because the Belle Epoch is like the #1 tape echo emulator out there based on the Echoplex. And the Epoch Boost is the preamp from the Echoplex. So I think what I want to do here is just show you guys how I use these, because as I mentioned, these are on my board all the time. So I'll show you how I use them, and then we'll introduce some other pedals into it. So that way I'm not beating a dead horse on explaining what these do when it has already been explained so many times and in so many wonderful ways. So we'll start with the Epoch Boost. The Epoch Boost is a preamp type boost. I put this at the back of my chain before my time-based effects. You have two different controls here. You have a preamp control that gives you the coloration of the Echoplex preamp without the extra volume boost. And that boost comes here with the boost control. and now onto the Belle Epoch Tape Echo. This is like the premier tape echo unit out there. It just sounds super, super good. It has some really cool, unique features to it. One of which right here is this record control, which lets you adjust how hard the delay hits or how hard the echo hits. It's super, super cool, and it just sounds like the real thing. So the first setting that I use, and these are two settings that I will say I leave on for the most part all of the time. So I will turn that on full because it sounds best full. And then the first thing I'll dial in is just a real nice, kind of a cushiony delay, a cushiony echo that is just a really nice all-purpose for either rhythm or for soloing. The next setting I really like to use is just the best slapback that you're gonna find. Sounds like this. The other thing I like to do is I like to take this record volume and crank it up a lot so it hits really hard, and then add a whole bunch of wow and flutter into there. And the repeat ends up being louder than the initial note, and it ends up just being a really cool sound that I have really enjoyed using. And it sounds like this. One way that you can really accentuate the craziness of that setting is by putting the Epoch Boost after the delay. And then that gets super cool. It sounds like this. Let's go ahead and add some other pedals into the mix. We'll keep things Portland themed. I grabbed a Spaceman Apollo Overdrive, and this is the way I do it. Like I said, I use the Epoch Boost as kind of a finisher at the end before my time bass. So the Overdrive would come before that. I do it, but it is also extremely satisfying as we can move the Epoch Boost before the Overdrive. So like kind of the equivalent of running it at the front of your chain. So you have it. That was just a brief look at this new Belle Epoch box set that is going to be limited to only 500 units coming from Catalinbread. These two pedals are meant to be together. They're both incredible on their own, but boy, when you get them together, it is just the best thing in the world. And as we've witnessed here, they will make your other pedals in your board sound much, much better. So I am a huge fan. Thank you, Catalinbread, for sending this out to me to check out. And thank you to you for your time.